apple. Jesus Christ. Jeez Louise. The point of no return now. Hi everyone, long time no see. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Just been busy over here, but for some reason I've gained like 50 subscribers in the last week, so hi. Thought I'd come on here and say hi. Am I in the US for vacation? I am. As you guys can see, my old room. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Happy everything, everyone. How are you doing? I'm a little bit stressed out, but you know, New Year, same me. Can't change that quickly. How is everybody? I've been in the States now for 2 weeks, so I'm a little bit stir crazy, I would say. I'm a bit stir crazy. I'm a bit ready to go back to Korea. My 2 weeks. Whoa! Whoa! Ho ho ho! Whoa! That was crazy. Oh. Jeez! Can you just work with me, please? PLZ. Oh. Now if that falls, I can't do anything about it. Hi. I look a bit crazy right now. Gotta look so crazy right now. But yeah, how's everybody doing? I'm doing okay. I'm very tired. I'm a little bit, like I said, stir crazy. I was worried about you. Oh no, I'm okay. I've been in the States. I'm gonna be in the States for a while. My heart does go out to everybody, obviously, in the accident. It was absolutely horrible, and my heart is with those families for sure. Like, it was really sad, but I'm okay. Like I said, I've been here in the States for 2 weeks. I'm leaving soon, but not like too soon, and today I'm spending the day with my sister and my mom, so I thought I'd get dressed up nice because I haven't looked presentable for a single day that I've been here in America, except for Christmas. Christmas I dressed up. Well, Christmas Eve I dressed up. But every other day I've just kind of been like, la la la. So I thought I'd look a little bit better, put some makeup on. You know, I put on a dress. I don't wear dresses even in Korea. But I thought, why not, you know? I also thought you guys may want to see my beautiful space. I actually did end up cleaning my room for the first time since 2020. I took out all the boxes, all the wrapping, well, like the bubble wrap. I got rid of a lot of stuff, like not K-pop related, but I just got rid of a lot of excess stuff I didn't need. I also cleaned up by like putting stuff in boxes. Like now there's like clear boxes underneath my bed of like keepsake stuff. And then in my closet, I have more keepsake stuff that's in boxes. I do want to downsize my collection. I've been honestly like trying to figure out the best way to do it because I'm like in my head I kind of just want everything gone, but obviously that's not possible because I have way too much stuff and I don't know how to like donate albums. Obviously I don't really want to sell them, but my mom was saying how like it's such a shame to just throw them out because obviously I did pay a lot of money for them and like I worked really hard on my collection. Obviously I wouldn't be throwing out everything, but there's definitely a few things that do need to go. Obviously I have over 100 albums sitting in my shelf of just duplicate albums. Hello, hi. So yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. Obviously I'm not getting rid of the pink shelf. The pink shelf is staying. For you guys who don't know, we moved into this house in 2019. I want to say 2019. I had just moved back from college, and my mom sold our old house and moved into this one, like, and bought it when I wasn't here. So, well, I was there for the moving process, but this room actually used to be like their office that they used. This was not supposed to be a bedroom. As you guys probably know, it's very tiny in here. And the bookcase was actually because the people who used to live here were lawyers and they needed like a lot of shelves for like their files and like their cases and whatever. And so the reason why I picked this bedroom, which is the smallest bedroom, even though I am the youngest and I was going to be living here the longest time, was because of the shelf, because I wanted to put my K-pop albums on there. And then it used to be brown, but obviously when I moved in here, I painted it pink because pink is my favorite color. And so now it became the iconic pink shelf, which I will not get rid of. I am toying between getting rid of some of my other shelves because I just don't need 6 shelves anymore. I don't collect enough stuff for 6 shelves, but it's kind of very nostalgic to be in here, so I don't know. Again, I'm toying with the idea of getting rid of some stuff and downsizing a lot, but we'll see. Obviously, there's stuff I need to keep for like keepsake reasons. Like, there's a lot of things I wouldn't get rid of, but yeah. I'm toying with the idea. I don't know yet 100%, but there's definitely things I just don't need anymore, especially because I don't collect anything. Obviously, I'm gonna keep, like, as you guys can see there, like, my Mark poster. That's, like, a signed Mark poster. I have signed albums. I have, like, obviously, like, my Fen signed album, which is so crazy to me because you guys need to stop watching that video. I'm about to literally what is that called? Private that video, because if I see one more comment on that dang video, I'm gonna go crazy, which is not, it's not a bad thing, obviously. I love the monetization I get from that video, but, like, oh my god, guys, stop watching that video, please. Not my TXT Fen sign, my Stray Kids Fen sign. But yeah. Just a lot of stuff going on in my head. Obviously, I don't really have a lot of time and I don't know when I'm gonna be back in America next, so it's like I want to do as much as I can here right now because I don't know how long my bedroom's gonna sit without me. And my mom does use this space as a guest room when people stay over, so but for right now it's very clean, very organized, and like it's perfectly fine for people to stay in my room finally. Like there's no boxes, they won't trip over anything. It's so clean. My closet is clean. I haven't cleaned my closet in like I said, 5 years, so it's quite nice to have everything like really clean. But yeah, that's kind of everything. There are a few things I need to pick up before I leave. Like I still need to do my last Target run and like get like essentials that I like from the States. I want to get makeup before I leave. I think that's kind of everything I need to like really do. I need to go to the post office and send some packages. I have, as you guys know, my friend Katya, we have a shared YouTube account and a shared TikTok. Her birthday is in January, so I'm going to be sending her a present because she's in the States. And then my other friend is selling all my photo cards for me, so I have to send her more photo cards, which I would just love if you guys could buy from her because she has a literal K-pop photo card warehouse in her house because of me, and I do feel bad. But will I do a new room tour? I don't know, because I think it's just not where I want it to be. Like, if I could decorate it the way that I want to, like, if I was going to live here, again, first of all, I don't think I would keep this room. I think I would switch rooms with my sister because my sister has a bigger room. But second of all, it's not where I want it. Like, I would love to be able to decorate my shelves the way that I want, but obviously, like, because my collection is split between here and Korea, it's not like I have everything that I want to decorate with, and it's not like, I don't know, it's just, I think right now I'll keep it as is, but if you've watched like my most recent room tour, which was probably what, February of last year, I mean 2023, probably maybe 2024, I don't remember when I last filmed it, but it's gonna be the exact same. Like layout wise, nothing has changed. It's just there's no more boxes on the floor and like it's cleaner to me. But yeah, I did put up this if you guys can see, I put up this TXT poster, and then I like, see how there's just like nothing on the floor? It's quite nice. And then I cleaned up like the top shelf over there, and then these ones I did not even touch. Like my dupe, the reason why all my dupes sit there is because nobody can see them, and if I can't see them, they're not there. It's not my problem. So yeah, nothing has really changed, I'll say, like majorly. It's just kind of the same. So yes, but yes, I do need to film a video before I leave. I promised you guys a carpool karaoke, and I don't know how that's going to be possible. However, I do have a few days left, so maybe I can do it then. I do owe you guys my Q&A that I said I would film here. There's still a lot of stuff I want to say, but I can't say because I still haven't fully graduated yet, which is so frustrating. I'm so ready to just say my piece and say everything that I want to say, but again, I can't because I haven't fully graduated yet, so that's frustrating. I did get my graduation date, so I know what day I'm graduating. I don't know if I'll be here, be in Korea, but I did get the date, which is quite exciting because holy heck, I'm ready to be done with those people. I'm so ready to be done with all of them. And what else can I tell y'all? That's about it. I haven't done anything since I've been here. I've just kind of been chilling. What? Okay with you if I take my shampoo and conditioner? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I need to film that video. I need to film another video. I need to do some kind of editing so I can, like, feel like I've done something with my life, but yes. It's exhausting. Sorry, I'll move my backpack was sitting on my chair and now it's on my bed. But yes, we're doing some fun stuff today. I'm going out with my mom and my sister, like I said, so I'm gonna make myself feel presentable for a second. But how is everybody doing? Do y'all just like to listen to me chat? How was my holiday? Complicated? I feel like the best word to describe it was complicated. Like, was it nice to be with my family? Yes and no. Like, there was parts of it that I was like, oh, I'm glad that I'm here. And then there was parts of it that was like, I could have stayed in Korea. I don't know. I feel like I'm at a very weird stage of life right now. And I'm just at, like, I feel like you guys know, like, whenever I come home, I always say that, like, it's just so weird being at home. And I know, like, obviously I was the one who wanted to come home. Like, I was the one who asked my parents if I could come home. And, like, I was the one who, like, initiated that. Like, they didn't beg me to come home. Like, I asked. So it's kind of frustrating and weird on that part, too, because, like, in my brain, it just doesn't make sense. But I guess I'll just say that it's very weird being home. Again, it's weird going from not seeing everybody to coming back and seeing, like, how everybody is and, like, what stages of everybody's life that they're at. I mean, like, there's a lot of things I just didn't know. Like, I do talk to my mom a lot, but I don't really talk to anybody else in my family unless, like, they contact me, which is very rarely. So I don't know. And then again, I'm at this point in my life where I'm a little bit frustrated, and I don't want to be frustrated. Like, I really don't. I'm kind of sick of just being frustrated and tired, and having expectations of people. But I guess to put it, like, lightly, a lot of my family members and extended family have been traveling overseas recently, and a couple of them are also gearing up to travel overseas. And I think everybody just assumes that I'm in Korea because I like K-pop and not because, like, I enjoy Korean culture and, like, I fell in love with the city of Seoul and I have really good friends out there and I've built this life for myself out there. Everyone kind of just thinks, I guess, or what I presume they think is that I'm just there because of, like, the K-pop. Which, I mean, like, obviously there's a component of that, but it's not 100% of the reason that I'm there. And it's been, like, this really big thing in my family how a lot of my cousins are going overseas and they're, you know, doing so great and they're making all these amazing choices and everybody's so proud of them and they're so excited to see them succeed overseas. And I've obviously been in Korea for 4 years and I've never had anyone tell me that. So I'm kind of just, like, in this little bubble of very just, I guess, confused. And obviously, like, I shouldn't expect anything from everybody. I mean, where a lot of my cousins are going are places my family is very familiar with. So, like, I guess they're just more familiar with, like, the place. And obviously, like, or not obviously, but none of my family has ever been to Asia before. So I guess I shouldn't expect a lot of things, but I guess I'm just feeling a little bit frustrated by it. And it's something I've had to deal with a lot this trip because, again, of, like, all the conversations that I hear, and, like, not one of my family members asked me, like, how I'm doing in Korea or, like, how's the job going or, like, anything about my visa or anything. Like, it kind of feels like nobody cares, which, again, it seems like I'm complaining, and I'm not trying to complain. I'm in that stage of life where, like, it's kind of frustrating me more than it used to when I would come back and like nobody would say anything, like I wouldn't care. But I think now that like more people are starting to go overseas and like more family members are starting to like, you know, make that decision for themselves, it's frustrating that like I never got that, if that makes sense. So and it's kind of hit the point where obviously I've been gone for 4 years, or almost, I say 4 years, but it's almost 4 years, and all I'm getting are the questions of when I'm coming back, like when I'm moving back, like am I done? And I'm like, no, I'm not done. Like I'm not coming back right now, and I don't know if I will come back. And it's just like I feel like people are just like, when am I gonna get out of fantasy land, a little bit. And I'm not in fantasy land. Like I don't think people understand how difficult it has been for me out there, and how much like I've grown, and how much like I've learned about myself, and I've learned about the world, and how much hard work I've done. And I feel like people just don't see it as that because, again, of my love of K-pop, which is just quite frustrating. So yeah, again, that was not supposed to be a rant, but I kind of ranted, so there you go. That's kind of how my holiday has been. It's been a little bit frustrating. Obviously, it is nice to see everybody. I do feel very like an outsider, I guess, because obviously I don't really talk to anybody regularly, and I don't know, I just feel obviously like I just don't really belong, I guess, but that's okay. That part doesn't really bother me. Like the fact that I don't really know what's going on with anybody doesn't really bother me, because in my opinion, like if I should know, like people would tell me. I don't know. I feel like there's the thing that like everyone always says, like, oh, like Ariel, but you never reach out. But I feel like it goes the other way around too, you know, like you also never reach out to me. So it's like, I don't know. I've gotten to that stage of life where if somebody doesn't reach out to me, and if somebody doesn't want to put the effort in to have a relationship with me, I'm not gonna put the effort in as well, because I'm not doing it. I can't do it anymore. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm a bit of a frustrated person. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. How are you? How are the puppies? They're okay. Ollie and Kel are obviously very old now. We call it the retirement home because they're both quite old. We also took in my uncle's dog, Diesel. He is a pit bull. My uncle brought him down. My uncle lives a couple states away, and he brought him down one day for like just to visit, and the dog did not want to leave. So he's been with my mom now for, I want to say, over a year. Like, so I don't know if I talked about him last time I was here, but he has been here for a really long time, and he's basically just one of our dogs now. We basically adopted him. He has like, he goes to our vet now. Like he's basically one of our dogs, and he's also very old, and he actually got diagnosed with cancer recently, so it's been a little bit difficult for my mom because my mom really loves dogs, and my mom feels very passionate about dogs, and seeing him be sick is not really fun. So that's a little bit hard. Cal and Ollie are fairly healthy, honestly. Like they're doing pretty good. They still complain as much as they used to, so to me they're doing fine. But yes, we are the doggy retirement home. And then obviously my brother, if you guys didn't know, if you don't follow me on Instagram, my brother has a puppy. He got his puppy in June? I met him in the summer, but his puppy's gotten bigger. He's 8 months old now, and it's quite funny for the puppy to come around and like to see my little nephew running around with the older dogs is quite funny because it's just so different from the retirement home when there's an 8-month-old puppy here. But yes, he's super cute, and I adore my nephew, my doggy nephew. I adore him, even though he's a pain in the butt. But yes, I do adore my little guy. He's so cute. I love him. It's very different also seeing him from like the summer to now. Like he's definitely grown up a bit, and like he's definitely a little bit more chill now where he can actually like lay down and he'll cuddle you, whereas like before, no, it was like absolutely no way. So he's adorable and I love him. But yeah, the doggies are good. Ariel, you were slaying these days, and I'm so happy for your queen. Girl, I don't think I'm slaying. Like I think I'm surviving. I feel like I'm in survival mode. Like I don't feel like I'm, oopsies, sorry. Like I don't feel like I'm doing good nor, but I guess, well, I don't know. I just feel like I'm surviving. I feel like I said earlier, like this is a stage of life that is very complicated, very confusing. I don't really know what's going on. Obviously, like I need to go back and like work on my visa, and I'm being shipped off at the end of the month somewhere that I don't even know where I'm going. And it's just like, it's gonna become a stage of life that's gonna be very different. And I am excited for it and for like the challenge and everything, but it's gonna be different. And I think that like, I don't know, I'm really excited. I just wish other people would be excited with me. Like, I feel like I'm the only one who's like really excited for this, whereas like, I don't know. I keep comparing myself to my siblings, and I know I shouldn't because like obviously our lives are so different, and like I shouldn't compare myself, but I don't know. I just wish, like I said, people could be excited with me for this stage of my life. I mean, I landed my dream job, and it's just like I feel like I'm the only one celebrating. Well, I guess my dad is celebrating me too, but anyways, yeah. I feel like I'm just negative, guys. I'm in such a negative mood. Also, please excuse the cup. It's my brother's. It's not mine. I do not care about sports. Very shocking. I know, guys. I don't mean to scare you. I don't care about sports. But yeah, I don't know. I'm ready for all of these big feelings to get over with, and I kind of am ready to go back to Korea and just kind of be on my own again. I came back because I was feeling lonely, and I came back because I really wanted that feeling of feeling at home, and I don't feel at home. So it's really, really complicated right now, and I think I'm having one of those like big girl, like really tough moments. So that's kind of why I've been a little bit MIA. So I do apologize. I've just kind of been in my feelings. Who's my Stray Kids bias? My Stray Kids bias is Seungmin. Seungmin is my bias. He's around here somewhere. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And I know you guys are excited for me. And I know that y'all have like been cheering me on and rooting for me. And like, I know, like, I totally know. And like, I'm so grateful. And obviously, like, I have amazing friends who are also super, super excited for me and have been like waiting for this with me. But it's just a little bit frustrating, obviously, like when it's your family that's not the one that's right there supporting you. So, but it happens. It happens. And I will be okay. I will get through this little funk of mine. I mean, I feel like my life has been a funk, but I don't know. 2025 is my year, guys. I don't know. I'm just saying. I did eat grapes underneath the table twice because I celebrated Spanish New Year and I celebrated American New Year because why the hell not? I also celebrated Korean New Year. My mom and I claimed classes. I did not eat grapes at 10 o'clock in the morning, though. I did eat grapes at 6 p.m. and at midnight. So it's gonna be my year, guys. I'm afraid y'all are gonna have to watch this because, I mean, this is my, what, 7th year on YouTube? Holy shit, this is my 7th year on YouTube. So it's gonna be my year. My 7th year posting content about K-pop. My, what, 8th year of being a K-pop fan? My 8th year of being a K-pop fan. That's fucking mental. And you know what? Year 7 and we're still here, guys. I'm still kicking. I may not make content as much as I do, but just know that I'm still here and I'm still kicking. Oh, thank you so much. You're so sweet. How old am I? I'm 24, gonna be 25. Oh, sorry, that one hurts. That one hurts just a tiny bit. Gonna be 25. It's my quarter life crisis coming up, strong and ready. Everybody get excited. I feel like I've had so many crises this year. I mean, what, this lifetime, but yes, I'm gonna be 25. Oh, so sad. I'm young. I don't feel young, bestie, but I appreciate it. I know I am young in the grand scheme of things, but I just don't feel it. I just feel old. And I feel like, especially being here, like when I'm in Korea, I feel quite young and I feel quite like la 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 la. But when I'm here and I see how much everybody has grown in my life and like how like some of my cousins aren't teenagers anymore and I'm like, wow, that's freaking crazy. I feel old here, if that makes sense. Like I feel quite old. And I think watching everybody get older just makes me feel older here. Whereas in Korea, I don't feel that old. But you know, that's life, I guess. So, yep. Like I said, though, I am ready to go back to Korea. I'm ready to get out of here. I'm a little bit just ready to leave. I do feel bad about that, but I also don't feel bad about that, so. I've said my highs to everybody, and now I'm ready to say my goodbyes. Let's just put it that way. I am ready to go. But yes. Like I said earlier, I'm going out with my sister and my mom today. Also, for you guys who are wondering, my hair is not really growing very well. It is still falling out in chunks, so that's sexy, I know. Good look for me. I'm gonna be 25 and balding. Please don't leave. Oh, I'm not getting off the live stream yet. I'm still getting ready. I'm just explaining what I'm doing today. I still have to figure out what I'm gonna do with my hair. And I still have to figure out what I'm gonna do. I was gonna say with my face, but I know what I'm gonna do with my face. Love this length. Oh, I hate it. I just hate it. I can't stand it. Like, I can't. I don't know why. I look at pictures of me, and I know this is like kind of a toxic thing to do, guys, blah, 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 I get it, okay? But I look at pictures of me from like 2023, 2022, and I'm like, I loved the long hair. I think I felt so confident. Maybe in the moment I hated myself, but like looking back at it, I'm like, girl, you were freaking killing it. And with this hair, with this length, with this color, I just feel down. I feel in the dumps. I don't feel myself. Still, it's been what, how many months since I think I dyed my hair in October? I dyed my hair in October, and it's obviously January, so like it's been a little bit since I dyed my hair and I cut my hair, and obviously it all fell out that one time, but it's just like, I'm over it. I just don't want it anymore. I did toy with the idea of getting extensions, but obviously, as you guys know, extensions are quite expensive, and also the upkeep of them is quite expensive. I thought about just getting some like cheaper ones that you can just like clip in, but then I also don't want to ruin my hair, so I think what I'll be doing is wearing a lot of hats, and obviously putting a little treatment in my hair, eating my vitamins, and then possibly I might buy like those clip-in extensions for like concerts or like events where I can like, I don't know, just make my hair feel a little bit nicer. I just think that would be nice for me. But I'm not gonna do anything crazy, I know, but it's just, it sucks, guys. It does suck. I really don't like my hair. I really, really don't like it. But it is what it is, I guess. It's not. It really isn't. I hate my hair, guys. The thing with Korean hair salons is I just don't think I can go back. Like, my hair got so ruined from the salon, and obviously I know it wasn't intentional, but like the bleach that they use and like the products that they use just hasn't been good on my hair, and I just really don't think I would go. The one thing I do really want to do is like a scalp analysis and like those scalp treatments. I think that would be so fascinating. I saw one of my friends go recently, and I was like, oh, I want to go. So like that would be something I would do. But again, treatments and stuff, I don't know. My hair is just in such bad condition that I just don't know. Somebody said, what was it? Advice on making my own channel? Yes. Okay, this is the advice I always give, and I feel like it's not the most, like, I don't know. Some people, like, take it with a grain of salt. This is just my personal advice. But one thing you have to remember when you're making a YouTube channel, or you're going on social media, or you're posting anywhere, privately, publicly, it doesn't matter. You have to understand that any person on this planet can see that content. And it doesn't matter if it's your mother, your grandmother, your grandfather, your principal, your teacher, your friend, the person you don't like in school. Anybody can see that content, and I think you really have to be self-aware of that and also have enough confidence to own it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just post and then feel like you can do it anonymously, if that makes sense. Like, obviously there are people who have figured out ways to stay pretty anonymous on the internet. However, I feel like if you're gonna post and you want to like, you have a content idea and you have something you want to post, you really need to go into it knowing that that is a possibility. And also, I would say never do it for money. If you want to start making content, or if you want to start, you know, posting something, I think you need to start with a really good idea, or with like an image in mind of what you want to create, and don't create for money. Because like, I think it has to be something you enjoy, and it's not immediately going to be a job regardless of what you do. So I think you really need to be able to enjoy it in order to make it more fun, and in order to continue doing it for a while. Because the biggest thing with social media is consistency, and that's obviously the thing that I'm lacking right now. But I do know that the biggest thing with social media is consistency, and obviously you need to keep posting a lot to continue social media, and obviously to possibly make it a job in the future. So again, I would say you have to have a really good idea and a lot of, you know, really fun things, and feel very passionate about it, but you also need to understand that like you need to own it. Because if you're embarrassed to watch your own video, or you feel embarrassed that like somebody else is watching your video, they absolutely can at any point in time. So I would say maybe wait a little bit longer until you feel really confident in what you're posting, and you wouldn't care if somebody watched it or if you have to watch it yourself. Who's my favorite group of all time? My favorite K-pop group is TXT. TXT, Tomorrow by Together, are my favorite group. I adore them so much. Do I have any concerts planned for 2025? So right now, the only thing planned, I have sketched in, obviously, TXT's EP2, whatever, what are I calling this? Part 2 of their Act Promise series. They are going to be in Seoul for 3 days. I will be going if I'm in the country. As of right now, I do not think I will be overseas. Like, I really don't think I'll be overseas, but with my new job that I am getting, anything is possible, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, fortunately, anything is possible. But yeah, so I don't know where I'll be. In March, I really hope I'll be in Korea. When I get back to Korea, I'm going to be obviously sitting down with like my boss and like going over how I'm going to be getting my visa, going over my schedule. I already know I need to go overseas in January, so like I'm very aware of that. But it's very possible that at any point I could be overseas, because obviously we work with K-pop companies who do go overseas, and my position is going to be global marketing manager, so I obviously will be working with all of our overseas companies. So if they need me overseas, I will obviously be overseas, but I don't know. From right now, it's just gonna be TXT. That's like the only group and like concert I have slotted in. I don't really think there's anybody I really feel like going to right now. I don't know who else has announced a concert, to be honest, but I think it's just gonna be TXT right now. Yes, I guess that's what I will say. TXT. Long story short, Tomorrow by Together is the concert that I will be seated. Actually, no, I will be stood at. I don't even think there's gonna be standing, but if there's standing, I will be stood. So, yes. I bet I'm gonna be in LA. So, in January, I will not be in LA. Will I be in LA in the future? Very possible. I have no idea. I would love to go back to LA. I used to live in LA, and I really loved living in LA, but is my job K-pop or translator related? So it's kind of a little bit of both. Obviously, I'll be the global marketing manager of my company, which means I'll obviously be speaking in English to our overseas colleagues, and if I am overseas, a lot of my job will be in English, because I'll be the one who will be working with our company and other companies and working with their staff and obviously the volunteers. And in a lot of the countries we go to, the volunteers are English speakers. When I worked over the summer, I spoke mainly in English. I would say my day was probably like 60-40 English to Korean. Korean because my colleagues in my company do not speak English, and there was a lot of people in the American company who did speak Korean, so they spoke to me in Korean. But it's not necessarily translation. I think there is aspects of my job that are translation, especially when, like, say one of my colleagues runs into an issue with a customer and I have to translate between my colleague and the customer. But I would say it's not really translation. However, if they do need me to do it, I can, if that makes sense. It's more just working. I wouldn't say it's translating. I'm not hired as a translator. I'm hired as a marketing director, but obviously it does help that I speak both languages, I'll say. I'm new here. What's my job? So I got a job at a very small K-pop company who works with a lot of overseas companies, who also work with a lot of big entertainment companies. And I am their global marketing manager. So again, I'm the one who does the marketing. Like, I run like social media accounts, I make content for them, and then I also speak between our global companies, and I'm the one who obviously talks about deals and stuff like that. And I was sent overseas in the summer to work for ATEEZ's tour. They went to America on their tour, and I went to 2 cities. I went to Arlington in Texas, and what was it, Roseville? Rosemont in Chicago. And I ran their pop-up stores for them. So I was the one who, I wasn't in charge, but I was basically in charge of making sure the pop-up store ran smoothly. I was in charge of all of the volunteers, making sure that they knew what their jobs were, what they were responsible for, and obviously I was in charge of all of the customer complaints, which was not my favorite part of the job, but it was a part of the job. I had to take care of all of the customers who may have had an issue or wanted a refund or wanted an exchange or needed somebody to yell at. That was me. And yeah, I did a lot of crowd control. I did a lot of working on the computer, inputting data, and then I also did a lot of making content. And it was a lot of work, but it was very fun. Although I feel like people don't understand that like some of my days were 11-hour days and it was very exhausting. And obviously I was traveling so much that like the travel exhaustion was also crazy, but it was really, really fun. And I will be doing that again very soon. And then when I'm in Korea, day-to-day life will be obviously just a 9 to 5 in the office, again, working on content, working on talking with partners, working on deals, working on contracts, and obviously listening to K-pop because that's my job. And it's really fun because I'm going to be able to like decorate my desk however I want. They said I could literally decorate the office if I wanted to because it is a K-pop company and actually none of my colleagues are K-pop fans. So it's quite fun that like they're finally hiring a K-pop fan to do this work. And they're really excited because obviously they have not had a fan in their office, and I think I'm gonna be really good because I can bring a lot of, you know, different perspectives to the job, not only being a foreigner, but obviously being a K-pop fan. I'm really excited to do the job, and I'm really excited to obviously get more into it. As of right now, I've done very surface level things because I'm not a full-time employee yet. I just graduated university, so I will be joining the company fully before the end of March. But again, I am not a full-time employee yet because as a student in Korea, you cannot work. Or there's lots of laws around working in Korea, so yes. Do you have a certain thing to get the job? So again, how I found out about the job and how I got the job was very kind of destiny, I'll say. As you guys know, I did attend a Korean university, so I do speak Korean in an advanced level. That was probably the major thing that helped me get this job. If you want to work in the industry, especially in Korea, you obviously will need to have a certain proficiency in Korean, and 100% it's what helped me. The reason why I got this job is because I was originally hired as a translator for them, so they needed help translating an interview they did with the K-pop girl group Signature. And they hired me very last minute if I wanted to do the interview, and I said yes. So I basically translated an interview for them, and then because of that, they hired me for like 5 or 6 more interviews. I also did a video call fan sign where I translated, and then because of that, obviously I got very connected with the company, and then they hired me more. Obviously we had to take a little bit of a hiatus because I wasn't allowed to work, and then they hired me again, and then obviously now that I'm graduated, they hired me again. So it's a lot of connections. The thing with K-pop and with Korea is you need connections, you need to know people. It's the worst thing to say, but like a lot of it is just knowing people to get a job. How is Chicago? Chicago was good. I would say Chicago, there was things about Chicago that sucked, but it wasn't like anybody's fault. Well, it was somebody's fault, but I'm not gonna say whose fault it was. I didn't get to see anything in Chicago or in Texas. I didn't like go out and see the cities or whatever because I was working, but in Chicago I did get to see the 80s concert, which was very exciting. So that was really fun. I got to see the 80s concert. We need carpool karaoke. I'm coming. Am I the girl who had a video call with 104 years ago? Yes. It's almost been 5. Heard the venue for I Promise and Incheon's really far. OMG, will you and Katya go? Yes, we are going to go. We actually already, it's gonna sound very bad. They have not done ticketing, but we already have an Airbnb closer to where it is with a bunch of our friends because obviously it's not like too far. It's about 2 hours away from where I live. But if you think about how it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you have to travel 2 hours there, 2 hours back, 2 hours there, 2 hours back each day, it just doesn't make any sense. So we decided to get an Airbnb from Friday to Sunday, and we'll be staying in Incheon where it is, to like be closer to the show because 1, the taxi fees are just expensive, and 2, like all that traveling is just not, it's not worth it. So yes, we did get an Airbnb already. I know that's a little bit crazy because we don't have tickets to the concert, but we're being hopeful. But yes, we got an Airbnb. What's my Korean language level? Advanced. Currently I'm level 4 on Topic, but I don't think Topic is like a really good like level or like test of your Korean, because you just need to be a good test taker, and I'm not a good test taker. I don't have the patience to sit through a 5-hour test and like still be with it after that 2-hour reading. Like it's just a lot of freaking questions, and I just don't care enough to sit there and answer them all. So I would say I'm probably closer to a level 5, level 6, like speaking. Obviously I've attended all of my university classes, or most of my university classes were in Korean. This past semester I took them only in Korean. So I feel like if I'm able to attend a university level class and exceed, sorry, that's my mom. I feel like I'm pretty advanced. Also, like I said, I only speak to my colleagues in Korean. Like none of them speak English. Well, one of them speaks a little bit of English. But I would say I'm pretty good at Korean. Obviously I'm not fluent. I will never be fluent. There's gonna be things I don't know. There's so much slang that's just so. Okay, I'm on live stream. There's gonna be things I don't know. There's gonna be words I don't understand, but I feel like if I get the gist, that's what matters. So, what seats are we aiming for? So they don't have a seat map yet for the concert. We're waiting for that. Obviously, Korea is in a period of mourning due to the plane crash, and I don't think they're going to announce it anyways until the raffle opens, so we don't know the seating plan. I would say I'm aiming for fun. Like, I would love to do standing again with my friends. Like, I think that was probably my favorite part of the last concert, was standing with my friends and just having a good time. So if there's standing and I can be with my friends, I would love that. But if not, obviously I would aim to be closest to the stage, but I don't care. I just want to be there and have fun. So yes, that's what I will say about that. Am I going to a Stray Kids concert? I am not going to a Stray Kids concert. And what is the merch I want most of all? I buy myself all the merch I want. There's nothing really pressing right now that I really, really want. Like, I just kind of buy stuff that I want all the time. Obviously TXT haven't dropped any new merch recently that I don't have, so I don't know. Every time there's a merch drop, I somehow find the money to buy it, so I'm okay. Right now, I'm okay. Obviously, I think the most thing is, like, photo cards. Like, I'm a photo card collector, so, like, I feel like I really want photo cards, but I also need to lay off buying photo cards. Like, it's getting a little crazy. Like, I'm feeling a little crazy right now because I really just do buy photo cards all the time. But that's okay. I admit to my photo card obsession. Who's my TXT bias? Subin is my bias in TXT. He's also my old bias in all of K-pop. He is my favorite person. Subin is my bias. Shocking. I know, guys, shocking. Big shocker here. Is it harder to get tickets for Fan Lives? Yes. Fan Lives are always, or not always, but I would say usually Fan Lives are at a smaller venue, so it's 1,000 more times competitive. And also Fan Lives are very intimate. They're like a very close thing that groups do with their fans. And because of the small venue and like the intimacy, I'll say that like it's like 10 times harder. Like, I know, you guys know I love ticketing. I'm like a very big fiend for ticketing. And I ticket a lot. And TXT's Fan Live last year, I only got tickets to one day because that's how difficult it was. Even though I ticketed, literally I was at the Pizza Bomb one time for 6 hours straight looking for tickets, and there was never a ticket. I never saw one, so yes, it's very difficult. And I did get Katya a ticket the day before the Fan Live to day one on the floor. So it was just because, like, the day, the circumstances, everything, so yes, it's hard. Hope Subin's doing well. Me too. I'm also so glad he got to spend his birthday with his family. He deserves it so much, and he deserves everything. And I'm so excited for TXT's little break that they're having, and I just love him. I just love everything, and I'm just so glad, and I just want them to be happy. Always. Guys, I've got to figure out what I'm doing with my hair. I can't just sit here any longer. I don't know. I think it's gonna have to be like a, I don't know. I'm gonna feel bald. Also, guys, I got my first gray hair. That was pretty exciting. Bye. I love my first gray hair. It was on my, definitely on my 2024 bingo card, that's for sure. Oh my god, Katya and I should make a 2025 K-pop bingo. That'd be so fun. Wait. Yeah, we're gonna do it. I don't know how because we won't see each other for months, but we're gonna do it. Who's my dream bias to meet? So I actually was fortunate enough to meet TXT this year. I got into a fan sign and it was the absolute most crazy day of my life. I've never been to an in-person fan sign and I've always wanted to. Would say if I could meet them again, I would love it. I would love to meet them in a professional setting over another fan sign because fan signs stress me the hell out. But if I had to go to another fan sign, I wouldn't complain. Although I don't think I would be applying to fan signs for any other group other than TXT because I just like, it was so difficult for me to talk to them and figure out what I wanted to say that like I can't imagine meeting another group in that same setting that like I'm not like 100% fully like obsessed with. So I guess all that saying is TXT. New songs on the set list. You need Gum. I don't know. I feel like we're definitely gonna get like obviously like 41 Wings, Higher Than Heaven, Danger, Heaven, Gum, unless they all do solo songs, I don't think so. I just feel like for him to do Gum, like they would all need to have a solo song, if that makes sense. But like, I could also just watch them perform 41 Wings for 2 hours straight and that'd be fine, so, you know, maybe I'm a little bit biased because I do love 41 Wings. Again, that's just my opinion, like, you don't have to listen to me. If you want to manifest Gum, like, go ahead. And you know what? If he performs Gum, I will be stood. I will be stood. I keep saying I'll be sad, but like, guys, I'll be stood. Let's be honest. Anywhoomst. Now that I did that, I need to flatten my hair out again. Well, it was lovely chatting with y'all. I promise I will film before I leave if I have time. And I also promise that I feel like this would be cute. I am gonna try my hardest to I agree. I'm not trying to say I don't agree, because I agree, bestie. I agree. I'm gonna try my hardest to film a carpool karaoke before I go. So you guys can look out for that. But yes, I do need to go because my mom and I do have plans with my sister. But yeah, I obviously love talking to you guys so much. I love chat. Oh, I didn't put my mascara on. Girl, you just take a second and think. Okay, I'll do my mascara with y'all. But yeah, I am really excited to make some content for you guys. And hopefully, is that gel? It's like a wax stick. It like supposed to stick your hair down. My hair does not like to listen to it because my hair does what it wants, but it's like a gel. I mean, what? A wax stick. I got it in Korea. I like it so far. It definitely does not control my hair the way it needs to, but it's not bad. Sorry guys, we need concentration. Who's my Hypen bias? Sungwoon. Sungwoon's my bias. I do know Hypen. Also, I left my lipstick downstairs, so you guys are just gonna have to suffer with me. Sorry guys, we need complete concentration here. Also, I didn't bring a lot of like jewelry and stuff here. It's all back home, so please excuse that. we're working with what we got. Like I said, my lipstick is downstairs, but okay. That is the finished look. I feel a little bit crazy, but that's okay. I'm gonna take this off because I don't need this. Hope y'all are having a great day. Hope you guys have an amazing shit. Yeah, I'm back home. I'm back home. I'm back home. I am back in America. Like I said, I'm going to try and film my Q&A here so that you guys can see it with the pink shelf. And then I'm going to be trying to film a couple karaoke for you guys. If you have any more questions for me that you want me to ask, what you want me to answer, I left a, what's that called? Post on my YouTube. What is it called? Anyways, there's a post on my YouTube up. If you guys want to ask questions, you can write them in the little post that I made. What is it called? My community tab? Yeah, my community tab. God, I have not been on YouTube in a while. And yeah, if you guys want to stay up to date with what I do, I'll be on Instagram chatting away with y'all about my day. And it was lovely chatting with you guys. I hope to see you guys very soon. And I'll see you very soon. Bye.